I think once you realise how relevant opera is to us as humans and our own lives, we put it on such a pedestal and make it a much more upper class thing when it's actually way more inclusive than we think. So yeah, I think once I realised that all these themes in operas are actually just normal people and everyday people, I think that's why I love it.
The truth is I didn't grow up with opera. I grew up singing music theatre, jazz, pop, whatever was on the radio in the country town where I grew up in Australia. And so the thing that drew me to that, which is basically just art and culture and self-expression, is that finding a place where you belong. Everyone belongs. You always find people who are like you in the arts, or ways to interpret your life through a different lens. And then as my love of the arts and performance developed, I came to opera later and realised it's just all those things I loved about music growing up amplified. It's with, more costumes, big sets, and a huge symphony orchestra that singers sing unamplified over an orchestra without a microphone. I mean, it's incredible when you think about it. And opera requires that all these elements come together. The costumes, the lighting, the scenery, the stage direction, the orchestra, the music, the singing, and all the other elements. But when they do line up, it's just magic.
What made me love opera was my very first opera, I was in the chorus. I was 15 years old, and I had done drama, I had done musicals up to then. It was my first opera, and I came out, and I always remember the very first time, the very first Sitzprobe, which is the first orchestral rehearsal. I was with my friend who was singing with me in the chorus, and the first time we heard the orchestra, our mouths just dropped. And the next 3 hours we were just blown away, and I remember walking out of the rehearsal on air, and I think that was the moment I knew, this is it, this is the one for me.
I fell in love with opera when I was in high school, and I got free tickets to the Met. And I saw the great tenor Luciano Pavarotti sing his final performance of Tosca, and immediately I was sold.
I really like singing, and I think I do like making a big fuss sometimes. So it sort of, combines 2 of my interests. 3 of my interests if you include acting.
That's going to be a long one, right? The combination of things. I like music, I like good melodies and beautiful harmonies. I love live sound. I think not a single speaker can match the sound of human voice live without amplification or embellishment, or the sound of musical instrument without amplification or embellishment. The power of the operatic orchestra is something to experience, like even if short vibrates on big chords. And then, if that wasn't enough, there is a story. If you like movies, you should like opera. People who don't like opera usually go and say, "Oh, I hate movies." All of them? No, just that one I've seen. What about others? I love them. And that's the same thing about opera. They're very different, and everyone can find a plot or a favorite one for himself or herself.